Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, has a goal! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
The Netherlands finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Luis Suarez clips it so gently. And he's being shifted off it. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Luis Suarez. That has been knocked clear. That's really well manoeuvred. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that was very necessary. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. The Netherlands really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, played through for the wide man. And it's Vieira. Bellingham going about things with real menace. Looking for the runner.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Mbappe. Messi. Nice big chance! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Bellingham. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Republic of Korea! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
South Korea go into the lead. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pull it. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, this looks sharp. Costa Curta. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Suarez. And the flag has stayed down. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Van Basten.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yes. Can he put it away? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Nedved. Bellingham in with the challenge. Seedorf. Vieira calmly anticipates. Nedved. Bellingham. Look at the space here. That is good strength. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he was quick to react. Bellingham.
2 added minutes has been
Looking for options for movement. Costa Curta. And here's Mbappe. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, well played. That's really well cleared. And the first half is done. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look.
Hello everybody, and
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
The Netherlands really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
The Netherlands looking to pass their way through. The Netherlands do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Costa Curta. Scholes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Suarez. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Costa Curta. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that was vital.
Suarez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely worked. Shapes to shoot! He scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious.
And a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well read, nice interception. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The Netherlands still have the cards to affect this game. That pass isn't the best. Vieira. Maldini. Gullit might just make this. Vieira. Nedved.
That was lovely, that.
Luis Suarez. That's a decent clearance. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Mbappe gets flagged offside. Bellingham. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Substitution for South Korea, number 14.
Roberto Carlos.
Number 6.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pullet.
Number 13.
Interesting ball.
Bellingham.
Roberto Carlos.
Number 11. Messi. Coming on the field, number 17. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 9. Bale. Number 18. Rafael Leão. Number 4, Varane. Number 22, Hazard. Substitution in progress.
Vieira attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. That looks a cracking ball. Good read, needed to be. Half an hour gone in the second half. Varane. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Ronaldinho. Pullet. He's onside. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Varane. Hazard. Gavi. Oh, strongly challenged there. Hazard charging forward, the ball. Tries a shot! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
South Korea blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. And it's Ronaldinho. Gavi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Bale. Hazard in acres of space out wide. And that has been cleared. Roberto Carlos.
There will be 3 minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. That's a nicely weighted pass. Seedorf.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that's that. The Netherlands suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Scholes! Scholes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Scholes is offering a right smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He rises!
Thuram clears it away. South Korea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's got away. Opts to play it back. Messi. Luis Suarez!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Rummenigge. And here's Scholes. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Nedved goes on a run down the left wing.
And he was quick to react. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, can he get onto this? Rodri spots it and intercepts. Works it forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Luis Suarez. Vieira.
Good ball over the top.
Neuer can pick that up. And here's Hullet. Bellingham. That's tidy. Hullet has a goal! Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Nedved. And here's Suarez. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found a way through. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. The Netherlands have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. And here's Scholes. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's picked his way through. And claimed it back swiftly. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nedved. Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Nedved.
South Korea are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Messi. He can run onto that. There's no flag. Maldini attempts a clearance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hoisted in. Suarez proves just a little bit too strong.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's come loose. That's Nedved. Nice control. Seedorf did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. This is a counter-attack chance for South Korea. Yeah. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
They've won a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Shot at goal! He scores!
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have our breakthrough.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Pull it.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Luis Suarez, a player who needs no introduction. He's through here. Now it's Hullet.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And here's Suarez.
Well timed, excellent interception.
And here's Suarez.
Closing in on goal.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Luis Suarez.
Nedved.
Luis Suarez.
Picked up. There's the shot! He's got a goal! Republic of Korea are all square.
South Korea clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Substitution for South Korea, number 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
Number
benches.
14, Suarez.
South Korea grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Nedved.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Number 13, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 9, Bale. Number 20, Dembele. Number 18, Rafael Leao. Number 8, Panes. Number 4, Varane. Substitutions taking place.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Into the last 5 minutes. Pinches it off him.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And he's had it nicked away.
Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Roberto Carlos.
It's Bellingham.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vieira. Rafael Leao.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies are
match.
clear, the noise is fervent, the
Against
atmosphere
Netherlands.
frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Luis Suarez! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
There's the shot! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Nicely aimed pass. Played over towards the opposite flank. Maldini. Tomiyasu spots it and intercepts. Aim forwards.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Fighting looking ball that. Messi. Here's Vieira. And it's Gullit. And here's Bellingham. Messi. Gullit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, can he get onto this? Pinches it off him. That's a sharp pass. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Defending here is really tight. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. No, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And that certainly packed a punch. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Suarez. Tomiyasu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Seedorf. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nedved.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. It'll be a throw-in. Scholes. Roberto Carlos looks to get on the end of this. And it's Messi. Vieira. Weghorst constantly looking for the ball into the box. Messi. Oh, that was vital. Lovely bit of skill. Scholes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
But they've got it again. Messi.
That's a nicely weighted pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Hullet. Messi, and the flag has stayed down. Can he finish? Oh, he's won it! They willed it, and it happened! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Volunteers for each block.
And
Please
there
report
you
to
have
the
it.
staff room immediately.